probably know me by now. I've made a lot of videos. People don't watch them. They don't listen. I'm going to tell you something about something that's going on. That there, and that there is what I have seen. That is what it happens. That is how it happens. And that's what occurs. If we do not shut off the grid immediately, remove all of the charged particles that we've put into the earth and disperse them, and then repolarize the planet, we most certainly will perish. And they do not care if you do, because your energy source is what they feed on. They have come to feed. You have allowed for things that were repulsed from here that feed on energy that carbon units make. When you refuse to identify the truths and you live in a place called now, you neglect to see facts. Dumping into the ocean over 200 billion tons of nuclear waste and allowing it to go into a volcanic vent, which then went into the middle of the earth and got sucked into our magnetic core, did not cause it to disappear. It caused it to hydrodynamically charge it, and thus it has more energy than ever. And energy with speed versus momentum versus sound versus impact causes a gravitational pull within itself, which enables the one thing we have within us, a gravitron, to react. And it's in pain, and it can only inbound so much with our frequency before it has to revert its frequency outwards. And all frequencies state that the reason for harmonics is to cause perturbances from the main line. If the main line was flat, there would be no disturbances and there'd be no life. Thus it says in the Bible, it started with a sound. The sound we've created is not that of harmony, it is that of discordance. The sun recognizes it and has heated up everything. And it is trying to create Fe neutral. And by doing so, it in fact has hurt the earth. We are unable to recompensate for it unless we do a very few strategic things, but time is running out. If we do not do this, the rift that will occur will take out the lower half of the United States. It will wipe it out in entirety. If you were to look at our poles now and face our stuff that we face in the sun inward, you will find that our earth is sending out wave pattern forms to itself. You will see that the things rising from the ground that people can see out of the corner of their eyes and the light spots coming in are coming in so fast because it's drawing it to them, and they're leaving with no energy because they think this is a dumping spot now. We are not the top of the food chain. We are flesh-like beings that have within us an electrical charge. And when you dampen the sine wave of the earth for so long, the rebound frequency will be exponentiated by how much mass is left over. And the idea of the porousness of the earth and the striation of the earth was in order to cause a less reactive frequency to come from it, and it kept us in orbit. They have taken the sound wave theorems and they have learned how to harmonize to you, yourself, and have created within everything around you multi-theta binarity, and this allows them to communicate at a higher frequency, which is not a bad thing. Unfortunately, that frequency level is a attractant for things that like that frequency, because not all things have to eat flesh. There are two gardens. One that we were pushed from and one we made ourselves. one that we are left from, and one that we make. You must make a choice. Are you going to stop? Are you going to listen? Are you going to turn around? Are you going to attempt to change it? Or will you all die? I do not say this with levity. I do not say this as I'm going out to blow something up. I'm saying this as the earth is not on your side. Humans have caused irreprehensible harm against the planet, and thus they have come to take care of it. Einstein says that you must not allow that dimension to be opened, that the smallest particle is the biggest particle in and of itself, as the quantum force of everything, of all carbon, is as a sphere. We are of the cross. We are all of the sound of the cross, and we are burning up. Stay away from your phones. Stay away from metal. Stay away from old structures. Pray. Pray, 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 pray. And if you're a woman, take your children, get them away from men, because they're going to do things that are just absolutely out of their minds, and they won't know why. Sing, women. Sing songs you don't even know. Just sing. It will break the balance. There's not enough birds to sing off the waves. Until somebody believes me and we can create the harmonizer, we've torn ourselves asunder. We have torn the earth apart for the belief that we need to die to be healed. If enough people believe that, the energy force goes to that, and thus algorithmics is nothing more than a learned thought response, and we are all algorithmically inclined.